Don't nobody young use that word no more.
So I'm old, I guess.
I'm older, I guess, now today as well. I'm older.
What's your happy
42nd
birthday?
42, big dog.
Oh, why say 42nd?
I don't know. Maybe it's the beard.
Who is
it
the
connects.
youngest?
It is.
It's Acho. It's still you.
It's my young boy.
Yeah, it's me by far.
My young
You're
boy.
33. Calm down.
My young. You know, if you do that, you're my young,
Tap the top of your head.
my young boy.
Calm down. Okay, Shady, you about to upset me like these young wide receivers for Aaron Rodgers. I'm coming to you first. Do you like how Aaron Rodgers has handled this season? It's been a lot of drama.
No, I don't.
You don't?
I don't like it at all. I don't like the way Aaron Rodgers is a leader. Like, his leadership skills is like this small. How can you be that great and have this small of leadership? And in the off seasons, right? OTAs, mini camps, those are the time where you bond with your young players, new players, etc. Instead of doing that, right, and getting better with them guys, you talking bad about them every time they make a mistake. Like, how can we build? How can I build with you? You love to talk about how Tom Brady missed 11 days of camp, right?
I do. I love talking about it.
But the thing with that is, like, he knew that team, that core's been there. That team been there. His top wide receivers, we all played together. Majority of his linemen, we all played together. He knows them guys. We know the offense. Going to the installs and teaching new plays, they already knew the plays. The Packers is a different story. You got all rookie wide receivers for the most part. You're supposed to build them guys up. Now you're making them a scapegoat. I hate that because, like, instead of being and taking accountability for the things that you haven't been doing, because he hasn't been playing well, and building them guys up that haven't been playing well like him, he tears them down. So I don't see nothing's gonna be positive about the offense, the team, none of that.
I don't like it, Shady, but I got to say I understand it.
You understand that?
I understand it. Here's why.
So you're a bad leader. You understand being a bad leader? Okay.
I can sympathize.
I need a new
with
show.
it. Here's why I understand it, big dog. If I had bad teammates, if the people who played us, I said if.
Your boy a good one.
I said if.
Like, I got bad teammates over there.
We're going to let that slide because it's your birthday.
No, I said
Seriously.
if I had bad teammates. I don't. I said if. Operative word
If
there,
they're
big
two are bad.
If I had bad teammates
nice
and people put bad teammates in place,
Okay.
then I'm going to be upset as well. If you got a job to do, and if your job to do is Aaron Rodgers is to direct traffic, then you can only direct traffic if you have people listening to your direction. If Sammy Watkins is out here busting coverages, then I'm going to be frustrated at who put Sammy Watkins out there. I don't tell him what routes to run. Furthermore, this is why I'm immensely frustrated. If you are going to try to be smarter than everybody else and draft a receiver in the second round out of North Dakota State, you can't miss. Go to Alabama. Go to Ohio State, go to Michigan, go to Tennessee, go to USC, go to Wisconsin, go to Texas, go somewhere USC, go somewhere where you know what, at least these dudes have been through the NFL rigors, have been in not NFL rigors, but seeming stadiums of 100,000. But if you want to go get a kid in the second round out of North Dakota State, then you better connect. But wait, Christian Watson out of North Dakota State, he ain't been ready for the moment. Moment too big for him, week one of the season, which to some degree changes the trajectory of the game. You want to go get Romeo Doubs, then you better connect. You're going to give me Alan Lazard, you better connect. I don't like what Aaron Rodgers has done, but, Joy, I must say that I do at least understand it.
This is the violin, the size that I'm playing for this situation. If this show had a salary cap and you decided to eat it all up so you couldn't get good teammates, whose fault would that be?
I was a good teammate.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Y'all was bad.
We were the bad team.
Yeah, we got it.
Whose fault would that be? Look, self-awareness is not Aaron Rodgers' thing.
Not
At all.
Not his thing. And we all know people like this, and it's just you deal with them how you deal with them, because you know you can't come to them and tell them about themselves. You can't expect them to come to you or to give grace or to understand the gravity of the situation or to know what to say in that moment to make things better. It's a fire, and Aaron Rodgers is over here spraying gasoline on it all the time. You're not you're not around in the offseason to connect with young players. Don't complain about the young players not being able to connect with you.
That's a great point. Because he did miss this offseason, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And that's
go ahead.
Just he's famous for this, right? Like, Rodgers has never been one to, like, be there all through OTAs and
I don't know that he necessarily has to.
No,
but if you're not going to be there and then you don't have a good connection with young players and you're the back-to-back league MVP, seems like it's your fault. Why are we holding Christian Watson from North Dakota State University to the same standard as Aaron Rodgers? That's nonsense. It's not Christian Watson's fault. He's not ready for the NFL.
Let me ask you this. Shouldn't we be able to hold, though, a second-round pick to the standard of second-round picks? I think that's where Rodgers is.
No.
Because, wait, Jordy was a second-round pick, if I'm not mistaken.
Devontae was a second-round pick. He wasn't Devontae when he got drafted, though.
Correct. But I think that's my point. My point is, if I'm Aaron Rodgers, y'all brought me a Jordy. Y'all brought me a Devontae. Y'all brought me a Cobb. Y'all brought Jordy, Kansas State. Randall Cobb, Kentucky. Devontae, Fresno State. Devontae, Fresno State. Greg Jennings and them cats was different, old school. But, like, if y'all have brought me dogs before, and I could do something with that. Now, I don't know what y'all want me to cook with. What is
so,
this?
And even that. So that's okay. For example, my rookie year, first I was 20 years old. I was a kid. I was happy to even be around Donovan McNabb and Brian Westbrook. At the time, the quarterback was Donovan McNabb. He reached out to all the rookies, right? Especially the offensive rookies. Myself and Jeremy Macklin, who's the first-round draft pick. And he took us to camp. They had like his own personal little camp, which most teams do. Most quarterbacks do that. So if I'm not going to be at OTAs all the time, because some of the quarterbacks, they might not go. But they have their own personal, like, camps. They get the chemistry with the wide receivers. So now you take a guy like me. I played at Pittsburgh, and I was a dog, but it's Pittsburgh. Jeremy Macklin played at Missouri. He was even a bigger dog. But the difference is these other guys, like Christian, he played in a little baby school. So they may need even more time to get that chemistry with the quarterback. Because, like, the football speed, let's just be honest, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different, right? The players are different. The defense is different. The quarterbacks is way different.
No doubt about it.
So my thing is, like, we might need extra time.
But I think I'm coming to you right here in a second.
You can't miss the OTAs if you don't do that.
That is the frustration. If you're Aaron Rodgers has always said OTAs are unnecessary. Here's the frustration.
That's a bad leader.
Whose fault is it? And I don't disagree. But whose fault is it that they wanted to go to North Dakota State, Dave? Aaron Rodgers is the one who's saying, it's not my fault. Give me talent. I'm going to show up and I'm going to execute.
50 million.
You know what? This would be such a different conversation if Aaron Rodgers was saying that to the execs in Green Bay and not the world. Okay. And here's the thing. I'll extend the analogy to the show since it struck a chord a little bit on this side of the desk. I'm the new guy here, right? I'm the new guy on the show. I got the least amount of experience. If you go up to the 5th floor of this building and shut the door and say, I don't know what y'all are doing bringing this Dave Helman guy on this show. How am I going to make this work? And that's where it ends. That's cool. That's to be expected, probably. That's fine. If you come on the show or get on Instagram Live and you're like, what's up, family? I would love to do this segment on the show, but I'm being held back by this new guy, Dave. He's terrible at his job. That's different. That's so much different.
That's a good point.
That's my thing is, like, I don't blame Aaron Rodgers if he's frustrated for the way that the Packers have handled addressing the offense. They've done a crappy job, but he's blaming them in the media.
But hasn't he done both? Remember last year it was that Aaron Rodgers went to the podium and he said, man, they shouldn't have let Jordy Nelson go when they did. We shouldn't have let Charles Woodson go when he did. We shouldn't have let Julius Peppers go when he did. We didn't need to let Randall Cobb go when they did. Clay Matthews shouldn't have gone when he did. He was like, maybe those guys couldn't have contributed as much on the football field by their talent level, but they could have been leaders in the locker room. It appears that Rodgers had the conversation privately. He had it publicly to the world, and he's had it on other television shows. It almost seems like he's tired of talking. Eventually, when you run on deaf ears, it's like,
he doesn't seem tired of talking to me.
He doesn't seem tired of talking at all. He got plenty to say.
He talks more than I
to
talk.
everyone. He's got something to say about what we got to say. He got more than enough words.
The critics, the teammates.
The mouth
He hates everybody.
flowing.
Let me ask you this, though. At what point, Jory, are you not sick and tired of being sick and tired?
I mean, what are we talking about?
Aren't you
here?
tired?
Like,
if you Rodgers, aren't you tired of, like...
tired of what?
I'm tired of, like, not having an alpha.
First of all,
Big clown.
First of all, we're not going to sit here and act like the Green Bay Packers are some busted up organization. They're not.
Right.
And now, I don't agree with all the way that they do business, but they do business.
Mm-hmm.
They are a well-run organization, right? They've had 2 back-to-back Hall of Famers, one who we won't talk about, and Aaron Rodgers for the last 30 years.
Quarterbacks, okay.
Right?
Okay.
Quarterbacks, yes. So they picked them and had them there.
They drafted them, right.
They drafted them,
Right.
right? When Aaron Rodgers and everybody else was passing on him and he was getting upset, they brought him there.
Yep.
They've put players around him. They've put offensive lines in place. They put defenses in place. Nobody's crying a river for Aaron Rodgers. He got the coach he wanted, right? It was all about, Mike McCarthy can't get anything done here. Won a Super Bowl. We're always in the playoffs. We have a couple bad years. Now all of a sudden I can't get along with him anymore. Matt LaFleur came in, got him 2 MVPs, along with Javonte Adams. What are we crying about here? Like, what's the violin? He took the most money. He blasts everybody. It's everyone else's fault. If you're really that good all the time, okay. But here's the other thing. Everybody isn't a GM. Tom Brady was able to do what he did in Tampa Bay because he had those relationships, because he could pick up the phone and call Gronk and say, hey, come down and play. Let's go Shady. Let's bring in Antonio Brown. Everybody isn't going to play with Aaron Rodgers. Why?
They don't want to.
They
don't want to. Bad leader.
Here's the thing, though, Joy. Let's just kind of think about it. The Rams last year, they made that move for Odell Beckham. The Chiefs this year, say what you will, they made a move for Kadarius Toney, a first-round pick in the last 2 years. The Bucks made a move for Antonio Brown, made a move for Julio Jones. The Ravens, they draft Rashad Bateman in the first round after drafting Hollywood Brown in the first round. The Dolphins, I'm disregarding Tyreek Hill, they make a move for Jalen Waddle. The Cowboys, I'm disregarding Michael Gallup and all the other things, they made a move for CeeDee Lamb in the first round. The Eagles, disregard A.J. Brown, they drafted Devontae Smith. The Packers, Christian Watson. Romeo Dobbs. Yes, Miss Taylor.
Did he not know that the Packers do business like that? Because I knew. You knew. You knew.
I did.
We all knew that the Packers don't draft those players. So if you're so tired of being sick and tired, you could leave. You could go. There's the door. See you later. Enjoy whatever team you're going to. He doesn't have to continue to sign with the Packers. He's not a rookie in his deal and they're franchise tagging him. He could have left if he didn't want to play there. He chose to stay.
Not only that.
Don't choose to stay. Don't know me in and out and choose to stay with me and then complain about who I am. You sign up for this.
But don't you anticipate, Joy, people going to change?
That's your fault. That's the biggest mistake people make in life. People don't change for other people. They change for themselves. And the Packers have no motivation to change whatsoever.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
But then, first of all, hold up. You're not giving the Packers enough credit. They draft well. All the wide receivers you talked about, they drafted them, dude. So maybe this their rookie year, they're not like a standout. But neither of them guys you talked about were standouts in the rookie year.
But who's done what when they left Rodgers? When Jordy left
No. Let's stick to what we know, not what we know. What we know is the rookies, they got better and better, and they became them players. Jordy,
Aaron Rodgers helped them become those players.
But listen what I'm saying. My thing is, this year they're not playing super well. They're not. He's not either, though.
True, not at all.
He's not playing great either. And they're not playing well. But my thing is, okay, all the other rookies that we drafted, the next years, they got better and better and better. We didn't think Devontae Adams was going to be the number one wide receiver in his first year. Even his second year, he got better and better. Same thing with Jordy. So get these boys time, because you're not playing well, brother. Because he's not.
You're not at all.
All right, so that's all I'm saying. Get them boys credit and time.
You know who knows? Oh, take us home. Take us home, Dave.
Take us home, Dave.
Don't blame the kids for your beef with the organization. That's my thing. I hate to call them kids. They're pro football players, but they're rookies. It's not their fault. It's not their fault that they're in this position.
I like the punchline.
Don't
blame the kids. What'd you say?
For your beef with the organization.
Yeah, that. But you got to say it like that. Like a punchline.
Say it how you should have said it.
Yeah.
Say it
don't, look, Aaron, don't blame the kids for the organization.
Exactly.
That's
exactly. Okay.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.